Pulling out in the whip, I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club and these dirty.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
And on the ground they go with a running back. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Set, 319. 319. No, check, Patriot, Patriot. Over.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Set, green 39. Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Aguilar has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
A play fake. Now Webb. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he coughed it up. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go.
A give. This is Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, Darnold eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. John Simon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucky 56.
Off of play action, Darnold looking deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
4 down, 4 down. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Gone! Detroit!
Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. He sets to fire, and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
On 2nd down, Webb. It's complete left side to Aguilar. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot! Hot!
A first down throw, Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot. Hot. Hot.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Again, Darnold. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Here's Eckler to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Webb. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play action, it's Webb. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Webb now from the gun. Flush to his... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Jets have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And he finds Howard complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Darnold from the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check 26, check 26. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Here we go now.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Off the play fake. Webb. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for a loss of 5. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
From the gun, Webb. He's airing it out for Williams. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Well, they tried a 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. And here's Marshall. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here's Eckler to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Green 39. Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on third down. Webb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A play fake, and it's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Marshall. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Desmond King making the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Darnold from the red zone now. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Perkins. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. back to throw, Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Over! Watch him now, Barney!
He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Keith Marshall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 21-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Watch him now, Barney! Now let's go!
A play fake, now Webb. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Detroit! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Now let's go. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun!
Here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Marshall. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something."
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yep.
out. Valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yo. I'm two on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so boy, no, I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yo, I'm too up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we would blow your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, busting yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, say the man got me on. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? God in my system, been the one I'm kissing. One might extensions that'll look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all these steps on my journey, cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm proud of